What a bullet! Scott Arfield! He's been training that recently, and all the Burnley players run to the door.
Afternoon, Clarets fans. It is match day. We are back. It is Burnley versus Man United, Turf Moor, 8 o'clock, under the lights, on TV. Don't get much better than that, does it? We're ready for it. We're up for it. We've had an amazing performance against Forest. Granted, we didn't get the 3 points, but we didn't get the 3 points because of some horrendous decisions, horrendous moments in the game. That's another discussion for another day. I'm not getting into that again because it boils my piss, to be honest with you. But this Forest game was brilliant. I thought we actually started to look like the Burnley of last season. We looked sharp. We looked aggressive going forward. We looked, I won't say clinical is not the right word, but we looked decisive going forward. We knew what we wanted to do. We knew what we needed to do, who to pass to, where to go, and whatnot. I would like to say that we probably need to iron out the sort of passing. Sometimes I thought it looked a bit sloppy. We got a bit carried away and we tried to go too fast and we just ended up waylaying passes out for a throw-in or for a goal kick or just missing players. And also I did find sometimes, especially in that first half, that we were, a little bit passive and a little bit standstill with things when, players have got, centre-halves have got the ball and they're looking to pass to someone, or even the throw-ins were taking a while. And I thought, if we can iron them things out, which hopefully over the past couple of days Vincent's had time to do that, then we're going to come into this United game in really good shape, I think. Granted, we've had a really poor start, but the performances have gradually, they're getting there and he's fixing stuff as he's going along. So hopefully, coming into this game against a struggling United team, it's not often you say that. It's not often you get to say that, do you, that you're going to be playing against a struggling United side. Then I think we're going to find some joy in this game. I really do. I think we're going to have a good time. I think the atmosphere is going to be bounced at the turf. Everyone's going to have a good day out. Everyone's going to be ready for the game under the lights. I think Vincent will be up for it as well. We want to prove a point to people that he can mix it with the big teams and take it to them. As for United, I think like I said, they're coming to us with a few issues. They've got some sort of like internal problems to sort out. They've got like players disgruntled that are out of the team, giving problems to players in the team. You've got players accusing the manager of having favourites and whatnot. So it's just all mixing in, and it's evident that there is issues because it's translating to the pitch. The performances aren't there. The Brighton, the Bayern Munich game, they're just lacking that. That United of old for me. They're lacking that intensity, that passion, that desire to win and to smash through players. And there's just something not quite right. The United game, the Bayern Munich game was 4-3, but it really, really wasn't a 4-3 game. The 4-3 scoreline absolutely flattered United, to be honest with you. There was so many times in transition when Bayern had break forward and like players like Rashford and Eriksen and that were just like jogging back. They weren't running back. And I think we hopefully can take what we did against Forest and apply it to United. I think if we can get the transitions done quicker, I think we can get some space in and behind them, because to me they don't look like they want to run unless they've done some work on Thursday or Friday after the game and they've really sorted some stuff out. I just don't see where they're gonna. I don't see how they're gonna potentially stop our counters. I just don't think they've got the. It's probably going to bite me in the arse saying all this, but I just feel like they're just lacking that desire. It's like you've just got a few little problems all over the pitch. I think every time that they're sort of coming back to goal, I feel like there's a goal in them. They're going to give away a goal every time. Like Dalot doesn't look great. He seems to be constantly firefighting all the time, but he's not quite getting as much joy as he should be in that position. And I think we'll have players that can affect them wide areas pretty well. And their keeper, one of the best ball-playing keepers I've actually seen, is so brave and mad and whatever you want to call him, but he just causes problems for himself. And, I just feel like he's got a rick in him. It's going to happen. Can we capitalise that? Who knows? As for us, I'd like to see us. Well, so we can't retain the same squad as Forest because Lyle did what he did, but I think I want to play a similar type of team than similar type of team to Monday, which I think would benefit what we want to do against United, and I think would exploit their spaces. So for me, I'd like to see. I still would like to see Muchin go, but it ain't going to happen. So Trafford's going to be on goal, and I'd like to see the back four that it were on Monday. I thought Taylor had an exceptional game. He just did what he needed to do. he was just a left back, wasn't he? He just did his job. He didn't let players touch the bar line. He didn't let players get past him on the one-on-ones. He was quick with his passing to get it out up the channel or across to another player that was free. Bearing out, I like Alderkeel, easy one. Roberts there, that back four sorts itself out. I want to see Brownhill retained in the team. It does mean we miss out on Goodmanson, but I do want to see if we can put a midfield three of Cullen, Brownhill and Burge together and allow Burge to play sort of that number 10 role, if that's doable. Might not be. We probably will have to change it because I don't think Burge has got the legs to play 90 minutes at all. I think he started blowing about 60, so maybe we can get a 45 out of him and let him advance forward and get as much joy as he can going forward for that first half. But then I want to see a forward three of Koleosho, Amdouni and Trezor. Like I would swap Trezor for Foster. Obviously swap Trezor for Foster, but put Trezor out on the right. Let him do his thing. Leave Koleosho out on the left because I think we're going to get so much joy down that left-hand side. I think you're going to get a lot of space down there, and I think Koleosho's proved that if he gets a sniff of space, he can get beyond the player. We saw that against Forest. He had no right winning that ball. Like, it was a joke. He was so far ahead of him. He had no right getting there, but he did. I think pushing Amdouni up to more of a central position, it will obviously, he's not the same player as Foster, so it will be slightly different, but I think it'll allow him to maybe drop into the spaces in front of the defenders and then allow players to get beyond him. And he can hold and carry the ball really well, so we might get a lot of joy there. And as for Trezor, I just want to see him start a game. I want to see if he could, step into things. Because he thought he had good moments on Monday. Thought he just didn't get enough time. Now, whether he's fit enough, company thinks he's mentally ready to play, knows the system well enough, that's a different question. But that's the sort of lineup I would like to see. And obviously with that, it can change quite, we can change it about a little bit and move it around a bit. But I think that's going to be our most effective team against United today, I think. But yeah, I'm excited for the game. I think it's going to be an exciting game. I think it's going to be a really good one. I think we're going to have... I don't know why I'm so confident. I'm seeing a lot of people online actually a little bit confident as well. So, which shouldn't never be the case going into... playing Man United, because this, regardless of what team they do have, they're still one of the biggest clubs around. So, we shouldn't have the right to be this confident at times. But that performance on Monday just filled me with a lot of hope that this team's got what it's got. It's got what it needs, and it's getting better as well. That's the key thing. So, as long as we can follow it up with another good performance, we can stay in the game for longer, which is something I kept banging on about. Is we need to stay in games for longer. There's no point having, like I keep saying, I'm getting bored of saying it, but there's no point having all these amazing attacking players to bring on, to do magic stuff if we're 4-5-1 down. Like, there's no point having them. So hopefully, stay in the game a bit longer. We can maybe get United a bit stretched. We can break some lines in between. We can get in over the top of the left back. We can maybe have some shots on Onana if he's off his line, and we can give him a really good go. And I personally think United will be, which this is a ridiculous statement, but I think United will come into this game now. I think they're going to have to be a bit, they have to probably be a bit more wary of us than what's the right word? But they have to really worry about us. I think they can't take this game lightly, because one, they need a win. Like, a draw for them still doesn't take the pressure off. Like, you don't come to the turf, Man United don't come to Burnley and say a point's a good result against us. They need a win. Ten Hag needs a win. These players need a win against us. So the pressure is on them. The pressure isn't on us. It's not on us to win. Like, these games don't define our season. Granted, we need to start getting points on the board, but these games against United and whatnot don't define our season. They are not in our lane. But what I want the pressure for us to be on is to have a good performance. Like, if we lose 1-0, but the performance is there, we're playing good attacking football, we're looking strong, we're looking this, that and the other, I'm okay with that. Obviously, I'm not okay with losing, but I'm okay. As long as we're seeing the performances improve and, the style of players getting stronger and it's being implemented a lot easier on the pitch and players are grasping it, I'm okay with that. But as for predictions today, I think it'll be a 1-1. I think it'll be a 1-1 game. I think we'll get an early goal. I think we'll shock them a little bit. I think the atmosphere would be, not they've played in ridiculous atmospheres, but I think, it'd be a bit, it'd be up, the fans will be up for it tonight. I think it'll be a good atmosphere for them. Obviously, it's tighter ground, all this, that, and the other. We use everything in our favour, but I think we'll get an early goal, and then I think the game will just sort of even itself out a little bit. And I think United will get one back, and I think it'll be a 1-1 game. I'm hoping I'm wrong. We get a win. I'm hoping, United don't lose. I want it to be a 1-1. Hope United do lose. Correct that. But I do think it'll be a 1-1 game. I think that'll be I'd snatch your hand off now for a point, to be honest. We get a point at home against United, I'll take it any day of the week. So let us know your thoughts before the game. Drop a comment down below. Let us know your score predictions. And yeah, hopefully enjoy the game, and hopefully we get a good result at the end of it. So remember, don't forget to follow Turfcast on Twitter, YouTube, subscribe, all that gubbins. You know what to do by now. But yeah, hopefully enjoy the game and we get a good result. See you in the next one.
Back for Arfield. 1-0 Burnley. Scott Arfield. He's been training that recently, and all the Burnley players run to the Darwin end.